5 strange things science still can't explain. They happen every day, yet no one knows why. There are things we assume science has figured out. But what if some of the strangest, most unsettling experiences still don't have answers? Despite our microscopes, satellites, and quantum labs, some things just slip through the cracks. Today, we're exploring 5 of the weirdest mysteries that science still can't fully explain, from strange sensations to things that might not even be real. Let's start with something you've definitely felt, and maybe you're still feeling it. First, Deja Vu. You walk into a room you've never been in before, but it feels familiar. You hear a word, a laugh, a moment that you swear has happened already. That creeping sensation is called Deja Vu, French for already seen. It's common. Over 60% of people report having experienced it. But here's the thing, science still can't explain why. Some say it's a glitch in the brain's memory system, that your short-term memory accidentally files something in long-term storage, creating a false familiarity. Others think it's a brief lag between the 2 hemispheres of your brain. But none of these theories are proven, and the timing, the specific triggers, remain a mystery. More disturbing theories suggest that déjà vu is a moment where timelines intersect, or that it's evidence you've lived this moment before, in another reality. One theory even claims it's your mind syncing with a simulated universe, like a loading screen glitch in a video game. The real question isn't just what déjà vu is, it's what are we remembering, and why? 2. The placebo effect. You take a sugar pill, no active ingredients, no medicine, and yet you get better. Welcome to the placebo effect, the phenomenon where people experience real, measurable improvements in health simply because they believe they're being treated. The effect has been shown to relieve pain, reduce symptoms of depression, even shrink tumors. But how? Is belief alone enough to heal the body? Some researchers say it's about brain chemistry, belief triggering endorphins or dopamine. Others say it's tied to the body's stress response, calming nerves enough to improve health. But something is unsettling here. If belief can heal the body without drugs, how much of medicine is real, and how much is ritual? And more importantly, if the mind can do that when it's tricked, what else is it capable of without us knowing? 3. The sense of being watched. You're walking alone or sitting still, and suddenly you feel it, like eyes on the back of your neck, a chill, a flicker of presence. You turn around. No one's there. Or they are. The sense of being watched is a universal, primal experience, but science still struggles to define it. One theory says it's evolutionary, that our brains evolved to detect predator attention. Another claims it's pattern recognition gone into overdrive, that we falsely interpret shadows or silence as danger. But there's a catch. In experiments, people often correctly sense being watched, even when their observer is behind one-way glass. Some parapsychologists suggest this is a form of extrasensory perception or heightened unconscious awareness. Others go darker, that what you're feeling isn't a human gaze, and that the sense of being watched isn't an error. It's a warning. 4. Sleep paralysis. You wake up in the middle of the night, you're aware, fully conscious, but you can't move, can't speak, and worse, you feel a presence in the room, sometimes standing over you, sometimes sitting on your chest. This is sleep paralysis, a terrifying condition where the mind wakes up, but the body stays frozen in REM sleep. Science explains it partially, as a misfiring between your brain's sleep and wake systems. But that doesn't explain the hallucinations, the shadowy figures, the choking sensations, the sense of malevolence. These visions are remarkably consistent across cultures and centuries. In Japan, they call it kanashibari. In Newfoundland, it's the old hag. In Africa, it's the devil on your back. Could it be that something is real about these visitations? Some believe sleep paralysis opens a gateway, that in those moments you're caught between two realms, and that something else knows you're there. 5. Consciousness itself. You can hear these words. You can picture things. You have an internal world, a voice inside your head. But what is that voice? What is consciousness? It's the most basic part of being human, and yet science still has no solid explanation for why consciousness exists. The brain is a physical machine. Neurons, chemicals, electricity. But no matter how deeply we look, we can't find the part that creates your experience, yourself. Some believe consciousness is an illusion, that your sense of self is a byproduct of complex processes, like a rainbow from mist. Others claim it might be a fundamental force in the universe, like gravity or time. But maybe you aren't producing consciousness. Maybe you're receiving it. And if that's true, who's really broadcasting the signal? Outro. From Deja Vu to the edge of consciousness itself, these mysteries remind us how little we actually understand. We live in a world mapped and measured, but in the shadows, questions still whisper. Maybe science will catch up one day, or maybe it's not supposed to. Subscribe if you want to keep peeling back the veil, because this is just the beginning.